even entry-level employees to be comfortable with digital tools and platforms. Period. Period. So you need to learn them. So now let's talk about workforce dynamics. So companies are not just looking for skills, they're looking for people who fit their company culture and can adapt to change. You have to be adaptable. I have taught so many people who were so stubborn. They were so stubborn in their ways that they did not understand that they were blocking their own blessing. One thing that you could do can ruin your reputation and ruin what somebody would do for you. And I just got done dealing with this. Teaching a group of people, and half of the people I was like, good luck after this, because I'm not putting my energy into all the stuff. But then there was a group of moms that I taught, and I put all of my energy into them because I saw that they wanted it. I saw that they wanted it. But there were some people that I had in the past that I'm like, oh, I don't know what to tell you. But you need to relearn, because if you ask any adult, do you know? Can you communicate? They'd be like, yeah, I can communicate. Yeah, I can talk. I can talk to people, and it's like, can you read a room? Can you speak clearly on the topic that you're trying to get across? For me, I'm a rambler. This video alone is about to be 30 minutes long because I know I ramble, and that's something that I have to work on. What's the problem? What I did to fix it, this turnout. I keep trying to do that method, but by the time I get excited about something, I just start talking and going on and on and on. Hi, Ariana. Hey, everybody. Hey, Stella. TikTok people, I'm on YouTube. YouTube people, I'm on TikTok. And we're talking through the job market. And we're talking through what's happening in 2025. Like, what's the challenges that we're dealing with, and how do we overcome those challenges? Right now, we're on workforce dynamics, and people need to be adaptable. And what does that look like? Sometimes it's going to look like holding your tongue. Sometimes it's going to look like reading the room. Sometimes it's going to look like, oh, they wanted me to do this job, and now things are changing in the company, and I need to do another job. Or maybe you were extra friendly with people before, and you were like chatting it up in the office, and now they got bought out by somebody else, and now things are more strict. You have to be adaptable really, really quick. And you got to be a team player. You got to be a team player. Code switching is a thing. I used to hate using the word code switching because I felt like the word code switching was very connected to sellout, but I had to differentiate that. Code switching is how you're going to survive in these spaces, period. Period, period, period. And I hate saying it with my gut. I hate saying that we need to code switch. It irks me. But you're going to have to learn how to code switch. You might not have to do it all the time, but you're going to have to learn it. And you're going to have to learn how to be a team player. What does this mean? I feel like it's a whole nother video just to talk about teamwork, because you have to learn the dynamics of how people operate. People can operate in a very positive way, and you can have a great experience, and you could be like, hey, everybody likes everybody. But then you might find out that you might be on the other end of things where so-and-so actually doesn't like you, and then they've been plotting to get you fired for 2 to 3 weeks or whatever, and then everybody got an attitude towards you, but you don't know why they got an attitude, or maybe they're leaving you out of meetings and discussions for whatever reason. You have to learn how to catch those things early and how to play the game to be like, okay, let's do some conflict resolution. Let's do some communication, and not only communication but listening and comprehension. Are you understanding what's going on? Or do you need to take a moment to yourself? These are the things that we need to relearn, because how we were raised, what school we went to, the experiences that we had as an adult, they all shape our skills. They shape our skills with communication. They shape our skills with teamwork. They shape our skills with problem solving. We need to relearn them. Somebody needs to teach them. Maybe I need to teach them. I don't know. Somebody needs to teach. How do we relearn these soft skills when it comes to working in corporate spaces with other people? But this stuff is super duper important for people to learn and understand as not only we're working in these jobs, but also applying for these jobs. You have to kind of highlight some of these things ahead of time. Okay. Ooh, let's talk about working remote versus hybrid. Is there still more remote? Is there still remote work out there? Yes, there is still remote work out there, but the reality is CEOs are trying to change that. That's the reality. People want you in the office. So you have to make a decision. And this is for my parents. This is for my mommies and my daddies. This is for my people who rather prefer to stay at home for whatever reason it may be. I need you to kind of have a come to Jesus moment with yourself and say, okay, can I go into the office? My job right now is a hybrid. It's a hybrid job. So the policy work that I do, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays are supposed to be my hours according to my contract. Today's Tuesday, and I had to hop on a meeting today. Thursday, I have to go meet with a partner in Austin somewhere. It turned from 3 days a week to if I'm free, I need to make it work. Like that's kind of what it turned into. And luckily, the position that I put myself in is I only have to go into the office if it's like required. Because of the nature of my role, it's better for me to be on these streets than it is to be in the office. So I was able to negotiate that. But the reality is, if you need a job and somebody's like, "Can you come to the office?" You might want to tell them you can come to the. You want that job, or you want to stay at home. You might want to. You might want to mosey on into the office. But for those who are still focused on remote work, companies are trying to figure out like, can you manage your time, and they will test you on this. They will find a way to test you on how you can manage your own time. My other best friend will tell you, I hate structure. I hate structure, which sounds odd coming from me being a entrepreneur, coming from me having this 10 years of experience in tech and all that stuff. I am a very random person. Oh, even my other best friend, she sent a meme this morning of she sent Gail going to space because me and her, we like to see each other as like Oprah and Gail. And you want to guess who's Gail? It's me. It's me. I am the one that is always doing random things. It is so random. And she's like, what is going on? But I'm whatever it is, I'm with it. I support you. And she just expects the unexpected. And that's just how I am. When it comes to structure, if I have to do the same thing every single day, I would not be okay. I would not be okay. I would not be okay. But I know that about myself. So when I'm applying for these jobs, I can automatically tell by the type of job it is whether or not it's something I'm going to hate. I need something that's going to give me freedom. I need something that's going to give me not only freedom physically, but also freedom when it comes to how I execute that job. In the beginning of my career, I had to whatever it is. I'm like, okay, let's do it. But for people who are applying for jobs, you need to highlight either through your cover letter, through your portfolio, through your actual resume. How can you highlight to companies who are hiring for remote positions? How do you let them know that you can manage your time and you can meet deadlines? Because deadlines for me is also like I don't know. I'm like okay. I'm a procrastinator and I'm very last minute. I know that about myself, so I outline it with. As soon as I hear about something, I outline it immediately just so I can get the gist of like this is what it is that I'm doing, and then usually the day before or the night before or the hour before, I'm like just like let me just type it all out. Okay, and then also I asked AI specifically like what is this looking like when it comes to being remote and coming back into the office like when is this happening? Because I can feel it. I can feel it in the air. I can feel it. But when? So according to a recent survey done by KPMG, which I was trying to figure out what organization that was. I was like, I'm not looking it up. But CEOs expect corporate employees to be back in the office full time within the next 3 years. Hey Charlie, thank you for joining the live. Yeah, 3 years. Everybody gonna be back in the office. So, COVID is still here. People are still getting sick. but the companies don't care. They want you back in the office. So just get mentally prepared for that. Okie dokie. So